You keep telling yourself he stays because he cares, because he sees your value, because he's slowly surely choosing you. But let's be honest for a second. Deep down, you know the truth you've been trying so hard to avoid. He isn't staying because he loves you. He's staying because he doesn't want to lose his freedom. You are convenient. You are comforting. You are always available. And guess what? None of those things require any real commitment from him. So, if you've ever wondered why he hovers around you but never truly chooses you, this video is for you. We're going to break down exactly what's happening. This isn't a man who is ready for a committed relationship. This is a man who is constantly trying to manage two conflicting priorities: his desire for companionship and his obsession with his own freedom. He pulls you just close enough to feel wanted and desired, but he always keeps you far enough away so that he still feels unbound and free. He gives you just enough attention, just enough affection, to keep you hopeful. But it's never enough to actually build anything real, anything lasting. There's a name for this behavior. It's called freedom preservation behavior. Men who are terrified of losing their autonomy treat relationships like escape rooms. They make sure there are multiple exits, and every single one of them is always unlocked. So, how can you tell if this is what you're dealing with? Let's look at the signs. Sign number 1. His affection and attention suddenly increase only when you start to pull away. He isn't chasing you because he suddenly realized he wants you. He's chasing you because he senses his freedom is being threatened. Your absence forces him to pay attention, but it's always temporary. Once he has you back in his orbit, he'll retreat again. Sign number 2. He actively avoids any conversation that makes the future feel real. Talking about moving in together, meeting his family, or even just planning a vacation a few months from now. He'll change the subject, make a joke, or just shut down completely. It's not commitment itself that scares him. It's the responsibility that comes with it. The moment any kind of expectation appears, he disappears. Sign number 3. He compartmentalizes you. You get intimacy. But you don't get consistency. You get his time. But you are never his priority. You get to share moments with him. But you never get to share milestones. You exist somewhere in his life, but you are never ever a part of his actual plans for the future. Sign number 4. He treats the idea of exclusivity like it's a prison sentence. Now, this doesn't necessarily mean he's a bad guy. It's because to him, freedom is his core identity. To be exclusive means a loss of control, a loss of choice, and most importantly, a loss of his escape routes. Which brings us to sign number 5. He always needs space right when things start to deepen. It's not because he's overwhelmed by his emotions for you. It's because he's threatened by the expectation that comes with those deeper feelings. He doesn't actually want more from you, he wants less responsibility to you. The space he needs is just a buffer zone to protect his freedom. Sign number 6. You feel like you have a connection, but it has absolutely no direction. His presence feels warm and comforting in the moment, but his future feels cold and distant. His attention can feel so intense when he's with you, but his commitment is completely missing. This isn't love. This is what we call emotional stalling. He's just keeping things in a holding pattern. And finally, sign number 7. You feel chosen only when you're an optional part of his life. The less you ask for, the more he seems to stick around. The moment you ask for clarity, for definition, for a real commitment, he becomes slippery and impossible to pin down. A man who wants his freedom more than he wants you will always value you the most when you're both easy to hold and even easier to release. So here is the major mental shift that you've probably been avoiding. He is not afraid of losing you. He is afraid of what keeping you will cost him. Men like this operate with a subconscious equation running in their heads all the time. Connection feels good. Commitment feels expensive. And freedom feels absolutely priceless. And what have you done? You've adapted your entire emotional role to fit neatly into his comfort zone. You shrink your own needs. You silence your questions about the future. You minimize your feelings so you don't seem too needy. You do all of this to remain low maintenance, enough for him to stay. But here is the hard, unavoidable truth. If you have to make yourself smaller for a man to stay with you, he was never truly yours to begin with. You were just his convenience. You don't want a man who stays simply because his freedom isn't interrupted. You deserve a man who chooses you, even when that choice means his freedom is threatened. A man who sees you as a partner to build a life with, not an accessory that fits into the life he already has. He's not staying because he loves you. He is staying because you cost him nothing. You don't cost him his freedom, his choices, or his future plans. And you need to remember this. Real love costs something. It costs a vulnerability, it costs compromise, it costs choosing someone over and over again. Fear of losing freedom, on the other hand, costs nothing at all. Remember that. If you're ready for more truth, not fantasy, then make sure you follow this channel. Because understanding men is the first important step. But understanding yourself, that is the step that will finally set you free. Thanks for watching.